I guess it's time to actually reveal my age since I have had guesses all over the place. All right, I'm 24. I'm not 38 to 42.
This woman here said she's 24. Nah. You have to be trolling. This woman here says she's 24, bro. Nah. You are aging rapidly, fam.
Not even in my late 20s yet. I'm 24. I was born in 2000, May of 2000. Okay, so I'm even like a late 2000s baby. 24. I don't really understand, okay? And at first I was like, oh, maybe it's just people think I'm older on TikTok. No, this is a person in person who said I look 38, and now all the TikTok comments think I look older.
Okay, I saw this girl that says that Gen Z looks older than they are. How old do you think I am? First, like, how old?
She looks like she might be 30, bro. She looks like she could be 28, 30, 32, 33. That's what I think.
I'm about to turn 21.
You're not even 21, you're 20. So you're about to turn 21. Bruh. This is incredible.
I feel like I still look like I'm 16. I don't know.
What are you talking about, you idiot?
I'm a 40-year-old board-certified dermatologist, and is Gen Z aging faster than us, millennials? Because according to our friends in the New York Times, Gen Z believes they're aging like milk, and it's not a good thing. They were slapping on skincare.
Look, this woman here's 40. She looks like the same age as those other two women. This is crazy.
Inflaming their skin in the process, and the worst thing you could do for your skin in the long run is chronic inflammation, because guess what? They were too young to ever need all that skincare. They carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. Happy people age slower.
Stay in shape, stop eating junk, exercise, drink more water, stop smoking and stop drinking alcohol, because that's not a good look. 21 and you're looking like you're 35. That's scary, bro.
Chaz, you've seen a photo of me? Like, you're just talking blindly. It's fine. Like, it's fine that I grew up not conventionally pretty. Like, it's literally fine. Like, I get it. Maybe people say this to make other people feel better. It really doesn't. It just makes you look really shallow. Just because I look like this doesn't mean I look like this like years ago. It's just so funny to me. Like, why people say that?
Have you noticed how like there's an air of arrogance in this woman? Oh, I didn't used to look like this. Yeah. You're saying that I never used to be ugly, but I never used to look like this. Now there's a little air of arrogance and ego right now. She thinks that she's the one.
I've seen a photo of me before when I was younger. You haven't. Why the fuck are you saying you didn't grow up ugly? Like, it's fine for me to not grow up conventionally pretty. It's fine for me. I don't need a certain type of like this pity almost.
See this note from 2022 that says, I low-key miss the invisibility that came with being perceivably ugly. And that's facts, but it made me think about how grateful I am that I grew up unattractive. I really remember in middle school when I was like, damn, like I am objectively ugly. Like I had crooked teeth, I had a patch of hair that would not grow, like my skin was fucked up. I was just looking crazy. And I remember when I was getting a little older, like about to move up into high school, I remember saying to myself like, okay, you could be insecure about how you look. That's fine. That's whatever. But you're not about to go through life being an insecure ass girl. Like, we're not going to do that. And so I had a little project within myself where I'm like, where am I going to get my self-worth from? Where am I going to get my confidence from? And by the time I hit high school, I was pretty confident within myself. Still insecure about my looks. That's fine. But I'm like, I'm talented as hell. I'm creative as hell. I'm smart as hell. Those are things nobody could take from me. And that's where my self-value and that's where my self-confidence come from. Another positive is how detached I am from my vessel. This makes things like body neutrality way easier. I wholeheartedly understand that this is just a vessel. This is just the body that I inhabit. I did not choose this body. I did not choose this face. I didn't choose anything about how I physically look. However, the things that I put time and effort into, the inner work that I've done.
Everything she said is on point. I agree with what she said. It's good that she came to this realization and it's helped her get through high school or whatever. But the question is if you was more objectively attractive, would you have come to these same realizations? Probably not. And in an honest moment, if I was to ask you if I could go back in time and make you more conventionally attractive, would you choose that life, or would you choose the life of all these realizations about you just being in a vessel and all of that, and creating all these talents that you have? Which life would you choose? Because I could put money on it that you would choose to be better looking.
I watched a YouTube video on how it feels to be the ugly friend, and I want to talk about how growing up, like, that really affected me. Mind you, I love myself now. I'm fucking beautiful now. Like, the fuck, you can't tell me shit. But that's because I had so many younger kids tell me when I was younger that I was ugly as shit. Also, that my teeth were too big, because my teeth were really, really big for, like, the size of my head. I eventually grew into them, obviously, but my teeth were big, my eyes were big. I was just overall the goofy looking one of the school. Mind you, I went to a school where I was there from 3 years old to like 10 years old. So a good like 7 years of my life was just being bullied by the people that I was around. But not only did it develop my personal character, but development requires being broken down. So of course it's not always enjoyable. But how did I get through it? How did I, actually develop? It literally was just with time. It took time for me to realize, like, this is the only body that I have. Like, I'm only going to be myself in this body once, and then I'm going to pass away. And it took me really sitting with that realization, and also realizing, like, if I'm going to be with myself for this long, I might as well love me. And also, who are these people to tell me anything? Like, I'm not going to die with them. I don't have to spend every single waking moment of my life with them. So do their opinions really matter? Fuck no. But of course, telling this to like a 6-year-old who just got called ugly on the playground, that's not really going to do much. And this is really why it just takes time. So if you are a younger kid watching this, which I don't know if you will, but it really does just take time learning to love yourself and to fully accept yourself.
I actually agree with what this girl's saying. That is a phase of life, and everybody gets teased, and some people do get bullied, and there's levels to that, but that phase in life is not going to last forever.
And to realize that you aren't ugly, and that true ugliness is on the inside, and that truly a lot of people that look physically attractive on the outside, a lot of them are ugly on the inside, and that those two things do not equate. Who you are on the inside is much more important. But while it is nice to, look good on the outside, the true affection of your beauty is internal, whether you look good on the outside or inside or whatever. Loving myself and feeling comfortable took a minute, but it is never impossible.
The older I get, I be happy that I grew up the undesirable or fat, black, and ugly one. Because one thing I notice about a lot of y'all are so weak to flesh. And y'all can't be alone with yourselves because you're afraid of who you might find.